רבותיי היקרים, it's so nice to see the אחדות, to see the אהבה, to see רבותיי היקרים, all of you together כאיש אחד, בלב אחד, באהבה ואחווה, שלום ורעות. חודש טוב, בשורות טובות. And I'm sure if we start the month with this simcha and with this אהבה ואחווה, surely רבותיי היקרים will get a חודש full with ישועות, שמחות וברכות עד בלי די.
אמן.
רבותיי היקרים, we know that every Rosh Chodesh is very important because it's the beginning. And every time we start a new beginning, it's a special simcha. We have a new chance to restart. Especially Rabotai Karim, Rosh Chodesh Shevat. And in general, the Kedusha of Rosh Chodesh, the all Rashi Chodashim of Am Yisrael. Rabbi Tzadok HaKohen Milublin explained that we have a big difference between the Kedusha of Yamim Tovim, the holy days of Am Yisrael, and the Kedusha of Rashi Chodashim. Rosh Chodesh is also a holy day. וביום שמחתכם ובמועדיכם ובראשי חודשכם. It's in the same line. יום שמחתכם ומועדיכם, that it's our holy days. ובראשי חודשכם. Each Rosh Chodesh it's a chag. I know people, they had a minhag in Rosh Chodesh to set up the table like in Shabbat, to light candles, to eat special seudah, like the Mishnah Berurah brings, that we need to have a special seudah for Rosh Chodesh with chalot. That is, Rabotai, Karem, exactly what happened here, Baruch Hashem. And according to Rabbi Tzadok, Rabotai, the Kedusha of Rosh Chodesh has some ma'ala, greatness, even compared of the Kedusha of the holy days of Rosh Hashanah, Yom HaKippurim, Sukkot, Pesach, and Shavuot. And he explained the reason is because Rabotai Ekarim, the all holy days we celebrate in a memory of a happening that happened to Am Yisrael back then. And we know that the same E'ara, the same Kedusha, show again, every year. But we need to put down, to bring to ourselves the Kedusha of the Chag. And more we are far from the Chag, from the original Chag, the Kedusha became a little lower. But the Kedusha of Rashi Chodashim, the Rav said, you know when we understand what is the Kedusha of Rosh Chodesh? Only in the time of the Mashiach Be'ezrat Hashem. Till now we don't understand completely the Kedusha of Rashi Chodashim. And according to that, the Rav say, in Rashi Chodashim it's the opposite. Every Rosh Chodesh we became more close to the Kedusha, because we approach another month to the Geulah. If every holiday we became a little more far from the original Chag, the original holiday, in Rosh Chodesh we became a little more close. That's why Rabotai Karim, the Kedusha of Rashi Chodashim is the special Kedusha. And it's a day of Teshuvah. Baruch Hashem, this morning we had a zechut to join Am Yisrael in Eretz Yisrael in the Kotel HaMa'aravi here in the Bet HaKnesset with the screen and the tefillah together with the chief rabbis, the Chachamim, and thousands of Jewish Am Yisrael Kedoshim in the special tefillah of Yom HaKippurim Katan. Yom Kippur Katan, it's a tefillah that a lot of Am Yisrael they do every month in Erev Rosh Chodesh. Because every Erev Rosh Chodesh, it's a time of Teshuvah. Like we say, Rosh Chodesh, it's a Itchadshut, renewal. And we have the, again, opportunity to renew ourselves. And especially in Rosh Chodesh Shvat. Because we know in this month of Rosh Chodesh Shvat, it's Rosh Hashanah La'ilanot. According Bet Shammai, today, actually, it's the Rosh Hashanah La'ilanot. In the Mishnah in Masechet Rosh Hashanah, the Mishnah brings the machloket between Bet Shammai and Bet Hillel. Bet Shammai said Rosh Hashanah La'ilanot, it's in Aleph Shvat. It's today. And Bet Hillel said Rosh Hashanah La'ilanot, it's in Tu Bishvat, in the middle of the month, and we all like Bet Hillel, like we know. But Rabotai Karim, the Sefarim HaKadoshim explain that Bet Shammai and Bet Hillel, they not argue. It's two different outlook, how everyone look in the all sugiyot of the Shas, not only in this machloket. Bet Shammai always looking the potential, the shoresh, the root, and Bet Hillel, they look to the fruit, to the lemaaseh, not only to the potential, to the lemaaseh of the things. That's why, be'emet, from today, the Rosh Hashanah La'ilanot start. But we don't see that till Tu Bishvat. That's why, Rabotai, Bet Hillel say it's in Tu Bishvat. And Bet Shammai say it's in Aleph Shvat, but both of them, they say the same. Lemaaseh, in this month, it's Rosh Hashanah La'ilanot. And why it's so important for us? Because we know that the Torah Kedosha in Sefer Devarim said, Ki tatzur alir למלחמה וכולי, להילחם עליה, whenever איסור, לא תכרות את עצה. We're not allowed to cut a fruit tree. Why? כי האדם עץ השדה. We compare, רבותיי היקרים, to the fruit trees. And when we say that ט"ו בשבט, it's ראש השנה לאילנות, we'll explain that בלי נדר בעזרת השם in ט"ו בשבט. The מפרשים, the צדיקים, the בעלי החסידות said, למעשה, it's our ראש השנה. Because why we need to celebrate if it's ראש השנה for the, אני יודע מה, אפרסק עץ, peach, or all other types of trees. Why it's so important for us to celebrate the Rosh Hashanah of the prune trees, apple trees? The tzaddikim said, it's only, Rabotai Karim, a symbol. When you see in the world that the trees restart to give the leaves, the fruit, that means in each and every one of us also, we have some itchadshut, some renewal. And that's why this month is so important. And Rabotai Karim, the tzaddikim HaKedoshim, I heard today that the Chidushei Arim Alav Shalom, he bring and he say, you know that Moshe Rabbeinu, 30 days before he passed away, he start 37. But the months of Shevat, he start to repeat the old Torah when it was Aleph Shevat. In Aleph Shevat, 36 days before Moshe Rabbeinu Alav Shalom leave this world, he start Ele Hadevarim, that it's Rashi Tevot, Ele Aleph Lamedei 36. Ele Hadevarim, 36 days, Asher Diber Moshe El Kol Israel. Rabotai Karim and the Chidushei Arim say a big Chidush. He's saying the day of Rosh Chodesh Shevat, Hashem opened the all gates and the all source, the all ma'ayanot, the all rivers of the Chokhmah. The all chidushim of the all next year depend to this day, Rosh Chodesh Shevat. That's why the Chidushei Arim Alav Shalom say, in this day, everything starts. The Chidushim, the Torah, Rabotai Karim, and the Sfat Emet Alav Shalom, he explained, in this month is the potential of all Am Yisrael and the all year of each and every one of us. and to understand, Rabotai, the importance of this month. And the avodah, the special work of Chodesh Shevat, we need to explain, Rabotai Karim, the Rashi Tevot of Chodesh Shevat. We know, everyone knows, Chodesh Shevat, Rashi Tevot, שנשמע בשורות טובות. אמת. שנשמע בשורות טובות. שנתבשר בשורות טובות. אמת. Also I heard somebody say, שלום בית טוב. Also good. Why not? Amen. שלום בית טוב. You can say a lot of things in Rosh Chodesh Shevat. But רבותיי יקרים, the tzadikim bring another ראשי תיבות. ראשי תיבות from the holy mizmor of Rabbi Nechunya ben Akana, Anna Bechoach. We have in the Anna Bechoach a sentence, Shamrem Barechem Taharem. ראשי תיבות Shevat, Shamrem Barechem Taharem. Why, רבותיי יקרים? The ראשי תיבות of Chodesh Shevat, it's Shamrem Barechem Taharem. What is the connection? What is the kesher? What is the shayachut? We know, Rabotai, that the oldest book that we have in our library, the Jewish library, what is the oldest book? No. Before the Chumash. Exactly. We have a book that it's a machloket if it's written by Adam HaRishon or by Avraham Avinu. This book called Sefer HaYetzirah, the book of the creation. It's a special book. You can find in the store books. You can find that. If you know how to understand this book, you can make people, you can make glamim, you can make some things, Rabotai. The Maharan Miprag used this book to make a golem. But Rabotai, it's not so easy to understand. You can find the book, you can buy the book, but to understand it's very deep. In the Sefer HaYetzirah, or Adam, or Avraham Avinu Aleihem HaShalom, they explain the secret of the creation of the world and the secret, Rabotai Karim, of each and every month. We know that every month is a zodiac, nachon? A siman. Why? What is this simanim? What is this zodiac of the month? In the book Bnei Yisachar, the whole series of Bnei Yisachar, he explained that. Every month, what is the secret of the month? What is the zodiac of the month? What is the zodiac means to Am Yisrael, to the other nation? We don't have the time to explain everything about this month. But Rabotai Karim, he says something very interesting. You know, every month is compared to one of our chushim. You know what is chushim? Senses. Even so that we have the famous 5 senses, he brings in the Sefer HaYetzirah that we have actually 12 senses. Senses. And Rabotai Ekarim, what is compared to Chodesh Shevat? What is the chush, the sense of Chodesh Shevat? The oneg, the pleasure. He said, you know what is the sense of Chodesh Shevat? Oneg, pleasure. And that's why, Rabotai, I first look, Baruch Hashem. It's very enjoyable to this Seudah, Simcha, big pleasure for all of Israel. But Rabotai, Karim, we know something else. You know that it's the weeks of Shovavim now. And if you look in a regular year, we have 2 weeks of Shovavim in Chodesh Tevet, usually, and the 4 weeks of Shovavim in Chodesh Shevat, and another 2 weeks of Shovavim in Chodesh Adar. It means Chodesh Shevat, the whole month it's Shovavim. The whole month it's Shovavim. And what is the tikkun of Shovavim? The tikkun of Shovavim, it's tikkun ha'oneg. The Rabotai Karim, pleasure But when a person uses his pleasure not in a good way, not in a good place, and the Chodesh of Shevat, the all months come to fix that, to fix the pleasure. Now, Rabotai Karim, how we fix the pleasure? How we fix that? Because everyone wants pleasure. Everyone looking for good. Everyone wants to have good life, good time. And the reason is very simply. You know why? Because we came from Gan Eden. The neshama comes from under Kisei HaKavod. What did the neshama had before she came to this world? Pleasure. And that's why the neshama always miss this pleasure. And always the neshama looking for this pleasure again. But the problem is that in this world we have a lot fake pleasure. The Gemara called this pleasure salty water. It's like when a person is very thirsty and he finds a bottle of salty water, he starts to drink with a lot of thirstiness. But what happened after? He became even more thirsty from the beginning. That's Rabotai Karim. It's the all fake pleasure of this world. A person thinks that if he will get that, if he will get other things, he will get pleasure. But what happened? After he get and he reach what he wants, suddenly he feel himself again emptiness. And okay, maybe it's another pleasure. And he start to run. Like once I heard from Chacham Zamir Cohen, he said, a little boy, he think, he wants something to feel pleasure, to feel simcha. He think, what he miss? Bike. Today it's a coconut. Scooter. Electric scooter. No, but in the beginning, he didn't start with the electric one. He started with the normal one. And he feel, if I will get the scooter, the normal one, I will be the most happy person in the world. And it worked very hard to start to convince his father. And Baruch Hashem, after I don't know how much work, it depends to the child, the temper, and the father also. Baruch Hashem, he get the scooter for 1 week. He's like the king of the neighborhood, turning all over, show all his friends. Look, Baruch Hashem. Perfect. But after 1 week, no, it's not that. You find his scooter in some way, on the way, and he say, Abba, I want electric one. Okay, electric one. Why? And Rabotai, again and again, from electric scooter, it's passing to a electric bike, and from electric bike, he became already almost a teenager now. He want an iPhone or other things. And every time, every stage in his life, he's looking for something else that he will bring to him pleasure. Helicopter also. You're right. Once in Eretz Israel, I had a boy, he used to come to the Oneg Shabbat with him. He knows the name. One day, I was in Baba Elazar, Alav Shalom. Baba Elazar used to receive people, to see people only from 12 a.m. He start to see people. You can stay there till 2, 3, 4, sometimes till the next. I was there, and when I leave, I saw in my car, somebody called me, maybe 15 times, and he has a number, like 0 something, and after 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this number always gangster they had. I say, who's looking for this number? I call him back, you cannot even call. You have a code. You call, they say, put the code, and we transfer you to the person. You cannot even call back. You have a code, okay? After he called me again, if somebody call you 15 times in 2 a.m. in the morning, he need you. And he told me, my son used to come to the shiurim, to the Oneg Shabbat. Some story, lo meshane Rabotai, it's not the place. I need your help. After Rabotai Karim, I told him, why your son is in this trouble? You give him everything. You gave him already. He's 19 years old boy. He had a penthouse in the marina of Ashdod. The nicest car. I told him, what you will offer him for the next birthday? A helicopter? You gave him everything. He doesn't have nothing to work for. He don't have something that he feel. If I will reach that, I will have some enjoyment. He had already everything. And when a person had everything in his life, is the miskin, is the miserable person in the world. You know why? Because still the person think, if I will get that, I will be happy. He has something, he has some ambition, some drive, some strive to continue and to work for. But when you have everything, like the big star in the world, they have everything. What happened? They start to use lo alechem drug because they don't have nothing that can make them happy. They so satisfied, they don't have nothing to give them the drive, the strive, or the rabotai, the ambition to continue and to work and to stay alive. And that is the olam hazeh. The olam hasheker, rabotai, show us that if we have that, you will feel happy, you will have the enjoyment, you will have the oneg, and people, they running after fake enjoyment the whole life. And the Shovavim comes, Rabotai Ekarim, to fix that. To fix the fake onegim. And Rabotai Ekarim, to feel the right oneg that will give to the person real ana'ah, real enjoyment. How the person, Rabotai, can know if the oneg that he's looking for, the enjoyment that he's looking for, is a good enjoyment or bad? The Rav said the first one, shamerem. You need to know if the enjoyment that you're looking for, you have some shemirah before you get this enjoyment, or you get the enjoyment straightly. And he's saying, for example, that Rabbi Tzadok HaKohen in Resisei Laila explained. You know, in the Kabbalic Sefarim, they explain that one of the four Yesodot, we have four, Rabotai Ekarim, Yesodot in the whole nature. The earth, the air, the fire, and the water. This is the four elements the whole world stand on. Every creation in the world made from these four elements. Fire, water, air, and earth. Afar, dust. Rabotai Ekarim, each and every one of these elements cause some midot, some characters in the person. You know what is the elements of the water? What the elements of the water cause? Rabbi Chaim Vital said the elements of the water cause ta'avot. The all ta'avot comes from the elements of the water. And now, if for example a person has the elements of water more dominant in him, this is a big Baal Ta'ava. If a person has the elements of the fire dominant in him, is a big Ka'asan. Hungry person, he has a lot hunger issue. If he has the elements of the afar, the dust, the earth, very dominant in him, he's a lazy person. Very lazy. That's why he has the element of the earth, the afar. Rabotai Karim, don't test your friend, please test yourself. Rabotai. And if you have the element of the air, the Rav said this person is a bilba'al gava, and he has also a lot dvarim betelim, bekitzur, ose ruach. Air. Rabotai, all elements, they also has the good, the positive midot. The all midot comes from these elements. You have from the anava also from the water, because the water always go to the low place. It's also the goods of these elements. In each element, you have the two sides. Okay, Rabotai, we have a long one to say, but we need to finish. We need to give the permission also to the Rab. Rabotai Ekarim, the elements of the water, it's the elements of the ta'avot. That the Rabbi Chaim Vital explained. Why? Because what helped the all ta'anugot in the world to grow? The water. The water is the source of the all ta'avot. Now, Rabotai Ekarim, pay attention. The water, it's the oneg. That is the source of the all oneg in the world. The all enjoyment in the world coming from the water. Before the water comes to the world, what happened? We have clouds. We have some kisui, cover. And after this cover comes the clouds. After the cover comes, we have the water, and that is the oneg. The Rav say, you know when the oneg is a good oneg? When you have first a cover, a blockage, a shmira, a protection, and after that, you get the enjoyment that you want. For example, Rabotai, we know, now Tikkun HaShovavim, it's Tikkun HaBerit. When you know if the Brit Chodesh, it's oneg kadosh, or if Chaz v'Shalom, it's the opposite. When a person, before he get married, he keep himself b'kedusha u'betahara, he shomer himself b'kedusha u'betahara. And after he get married now, he has a nice life with his wife, even he enjoy the life with his wife. That is kadosh. That is oneg kadosh. Why? Because this oneg comes after shomer, after shemira, after a boundary, after a hagana. Rabotai Karim, that's what the Rav say. You want to know if your enjoyment is the enjoyment of kedusha, of chal v'shalom, the opposite first? Shamrem. You need to have shemira first. On the enjoyment, to see if you get straightly the ta'ava right away, or this ta'ava, you have a control on the ta'ava. If you control yourself before the ta'ava, and after you control yourself, you think about and you did the ta'ava in the right way, that is kadosh. If the ta'ava comes straightly, that is a problem. After that, if you have shamrem, now you have barechem. What is beracha? Beracha is the enjoyment. If you have shamrem and after barechem, now it's a good ta'ava, it's a good oneg. And what is the result when you have shamrem and barechem? The result is tarem. Now all your life, it's tahor. Even you enjoy. You think that tzaddikim, they don't enjoy their life? They enjoy the most, Rabotai Karim. They enjoy the most. Look the tzaddikim, how happy life they have. Why? Because everything, every enjoyment that the tzaddikim get, it's after Shamrem and Barechem. Now they have Taharem enjoyment. And always they feel Behemet Anah. But when you have a Ta'ava without Shemira, what happened after? Depression, low, emptiness. That's what happened when a person did the Avera. What happened just after the Avera? Emptiness. You know why? Rabbi Nachman explained. Why when a person did the Ta'ava, he get the Anah, a pleasure in the second of the Avera. You know why? Because in each Metziut, reality in this world, and it's not a matter if it's a reality of Kedusha or reality of Tum'ah. Everything in this world has a spark of godliness. Without this spark of Elokut, the object cannot stay, cannot be exist. Even Averot, even Reshaim, even Avodah Zarah. Every object, every fact, Metziut in this world, as Rabotai Karim and Nitzotz Kadosh. And when a person feels emptiness, and is looking for something to fill up this emptiness, he's looking for something. In a second, when he did the Pasul Ta'ava, a Ta'ava of Avera, he feel in the second, good. You know why? Because he connect himself to the spark of Kedusha in this Avera. But because it's a small spark, after a few seconds, he feels still empty. And that's why he feels very low, very down, very depressed. But when you connect yourself to the oneg of Kedusha, you have only the anaha, you have only the pleasure, you don't have the emptiness that come after that, because it's not empty, it's Kedusha. That's what the Rav say. When you live your life with Shamrem and Barechem, you get also Taharem. That Rabotai Karim, it's the tikkun of Chodesh Shevat. And we know, if you will do that, Rabotenu said, Shevat, it's also Rabotai Karim, Rashi Tevot, first Shevet, Shevat, it's the tribes of Am Yisrael, that each tribe has his main mission. We don't speak about that now, but also Shevat means a stick. You know why this month called stick? When the Makot of Mitzrayim start, when Hashem start to bring Makot on the Egyptian, the Sefarim HaKedoshim that Rabbi Tzadok brings, he said, the Makot start in Chodesh Shevat. That's why Shevat is Shevet. Hashem start to eat the Egyptian in this month. And that is for us good. You know why? Because if Baruch Hashem, we follow what this month come to teach us, Shamrem, Barechem, Ta'arem, Hashem say, I promise you, this month will be Shenishma Besorot Tovot Veshenitbaser Besorot Tovot. And for our enemies, it will be Shevet. Shevet, it means a stick that Hashem will eat them with makot ne'emanot v'hagunot. ולא ישיר מהם שריד ופליט, ויביא עליהם מכת חרב, הרג ואובדן וכליה, ויעשה עמנו ניסים ונפלאות. שנזכה רבותיי, it's a holy month. It's a month that we have a renewal. We can renew ourselves. It's a month of Shamerem, Barechem, Ta'arem, Shmira, Beracha, and Tahara. And Be'adrat Hashem, with Siyata Dishmaya, we'll see only Semachot and Berachot, and always together, Be'ahavat Chinam, Be'simcha U'Tuv Levav, Lechaim, Lechaim.